What is up? What is up? Ooh, we is live, y'all. We are here. We are here to talk about. There's Dro. Legendary episode, season 2, episode 4. I am Devin with United Black Ellument. For those of y'all that don't know, UBE exists to enable young Black same-gender loving men to fulfill their greatest potential for good. Ooh, couldn't get that out today. So yes, episode 4, 7 Deadly Sins Ball. Last week, Lux went home, correct? That was the last one? Okay, yes. House of Lux went home. So they're gone. And now 7 Deadly Sins. So the first category was house production. Y'all had to what? Head to toe openness for the parent and include spins.
Man, you ain't even gonna introduce the panelists?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a long day. I'm Devin. We can go this way. Go this way to AJ.
What's up, y'all? I'm AJ. Nice to meet everybody. I'm also at UB.
Hello, I'm CJ. I'm also with UB.
Hey everybody, I'm Dro Ticsi.
Hi everyone, I am the legendary founding mother of Gillette, Nina Oricci.
Come on.
And y'all know who it is, my motherfucker, the co-host this season for the review show of Legendary. Season 1's own Zaparis Ebony. Woo!
Y'all so crazy.
All right. That's why we gotta be the shit to see and remind you of things.
No, that's why you the co-host. That's why you the co-host. That's what you're here for, to keep it together.
Hey Dro.
Hey, Dro.
What's going on? Hey y'all.
So yeah, it's a lot to talk about. Not like last week. Last week we had 3 episodes, so this one's only 1. So we're gonna focus today. So first house up was Tisci. So Gia actually assigned all of the deadly sins. So each house was assigned a sin, and they gave themselves wrath. I thought the performance was good. I mean, based off what they've given the last 2 weeks, they set the bar really high for themselves. I'll say that. And so this week it was kind of like, okay, it wasn't as clean, I think, as the weeks before. I know you here. I'm sorry. You here. I'm talking about y'all. It's fine. How you feel? Y'all did great.
That's fine. I appreciate that. I just want to know what wasn't clean.
I mean, and again, it's production. It's the way the cameras are moving. It's the way for me. It's hard to see a lot of what's happening, and I just felt like Gia stayed in the back for a long time.
So the reason that
I got it.
The reason she stayed in the back for so long was because she was on an elevated platform, and she also had 6-inch pumps on. So we didn't want her to do a whole lot. As other performances that we had done, she was doing just as much as us. So we wanted to give her a break, and to also show off her garment since she was in head to toe openness. There was a point where it was a big flowy skirt that we came out from under her, and she took that off, and it was a short skirt. So we were giving her a moment for head to toe openness. I'm just really confused with how everyone is saying we weren't clean. We're 3 professional dancers, and we worked our asses off those 4 days to make sure that we were really clean. So I'm confused with that comment, even from Laomi, to be honest. And she also said she could do the fortes and a 6-inch pump, and expected my sister to be in a 6-inch pump. I'm like, girl, we've been training all our life. Let's see you do that in a 6-inch pump, sweetie. Let's see it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just me as the artist that I am, because I'm more than just ballroom. I came from concert world first, so that's huge to me. We really made sure. I'm so sorry. we really made sure that wow. I'm sorry. We really made sure these dogs were going crazy. That we were really together just because we're all professional, and didn't really want to represent ourselves as sloppy. So yeah, I just wanted to make that note.
I don't think it was sloppy. I don't think that. I just think, like I said, compared to the two performances we saw prior to, the energy was a little different. And I mean, it just may have been that production, that performance for me. Y'all's looks, though, were over. Like, the look was over.
Looks was nice.
The look was over.
I wrote looks and check. I thought your lifts were really nice too, actually, especially that last lift in the spin. I thought that looked really nice.
Thank you. I'm glad that you said that last lift with the what? The spin. I was confused about that too when we spin from the beginning to the end, but okay.
There were a lot of spins.
I caught the spin. I saw it.
I appreciate that, Stephen. Thank you for watching.
That's a note too, you know.
It is spicy. Yeah.
How you feel, appearance? How was you feeling?
I'm gonna tell y'all two versions of how I feel because last night I watched it when I got home from the bar. So when I originally saw it, I was bitch overly impressed. I mean, and it's to be expected from y'all because all y'all are professional dancers. When I say y'all take it to the next level, y'all always take it to the next level where the facial expressions, you know what I'm saying, is all the extra antics that the common eye isn't gonna pick up and appreciate. And the other thing is, Joe, you have to also remember that again, people don't appreciate artistry in the same ways that people who love that art. You know what I'm saying? So how me as a dancer could appreciate every element that y'all brought and put on that stage, the next person is gonna live because they don't appreciate it the way we do. You know what I'm saying? So, and if I had to say, if it was anything that wasn't on spot, it was just y'all Alistair content. That was the only moment that y'all all weren't in sync. Other than that, y'all have been spot on. And I really had disagreed with the judges' scores based on what they gave other houses. But we'll talk about that. But definitely, y'all are. I feel like they do judge y'all extremely hard. But I mean, y'all are definitely going to continue to rise to the occasion. I'm pretty sure of it. And I just want to say congratulations on a great performance.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. It was good. So next,
wait, hold on, that's the legendary Mother Gillette.
Oh, you have?
I want to disagree. No, she's carried for me. Just think about all the hard work and time and hours and things and practice we put in, and for what they pulled off, and just being the dancers and things that they like, the careers that they have. Like they did an outstanding job. But they could have failed big. It was still bad because they had put fire under us and the shade like the Tisci's carried. So that was my 50 cents.
Okay.
Yes.
And y'all do. And like I said, y'all really, I mean, y'all have been consistent. Y'all haven't really, there's been no slip up at all yet. And so I think that's the reason why it's like people are really looking at y'all really, really hard at this point, because y'all brought it so tough in the beginning that it really was only room to kind of go down, like to get a high score like y'all did, the week before. It was gonna, they were gonna look for y'all to do that again. That's all I was saying.
That's one thing that sucks about being so good. That's what happens. Like once you set the bar so high, you can't ever drop even a little bit. Otherwise, they're going to be on you. So stuff like that.
So after Tisci was Oricci, and they were assigned Lust. I loved their concept. It was cute. The red, the Lust. Omari really did his thing. I agreed with that. I did feel like their energy was a little, for me. They did great though. I did like their performance. I thought that they were scored a little low for me.
I agree. I wrote that. I didn't agree with the scores.
Them spins was on point though, baby. I can tell you that.
So, if I could chime in, when it comes to House of Oricci and me being a founder, me being a leader, yes, when we got the task of lust, yes, sex was sort of like being on top of each other, all this and the third. But at the end of the day, we're a family, we're a house, and we're not representing like kissing or sexing or feeling too much on each other. Like at the end of the day, lust is not about sex. Lust is wanting you to have sex with me. So what we were doing was trying to draw you in. And I don't really want to say, but the judges was probably a little not on the level they supposed to be on that episode. They didn't get the concepts and the things that we were giving. But we worked really hard and we really thought about it because it was really like too much shine on me, which it still ended up on me. And we made sure it was on Amari, but
you stand out.
We did what we had to
do. You definitely stand out.
Yeah. No shade. And I did catch at the end my comment about Karma because Karma did turn it, but bitch, you, and I know it wasn't about you, your effect, your face, your everything was over. Yeah. But I like the production, honestly. I think you guys did what y'all needed to do. It was a little safe, but y'all did what y'all needed to do.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I don't think y'all should have got them scores.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I was actually obsessed with you a little bit in this one. I wrote a few notes about Medusa. I'm sorry you said it wasn't supposed to be about you, but I was writing Medusa, your jawline, like your face is so sculpted. It was just everything. It really was everything to me.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna say that here it was another bitch. When I tell you, it seemed like the performances was in the beginning half because this year I was like back to back, and I was just confused again at what the fuck was the judges looking at and why they were basing this was the way that they were because I definitely felt like at the end of the day, if y'all are judging them on completing an assignment, which was when it's completed, you understood what the which daily simply was completed, and bitch they added the spin element completed. So why the fuck were y'all judging the way y'all judging? But it was over for me. And congratulations to you guys as well for another sickening fucking performance. Nonetheless, because of who y'all have on y'all team, it's another one of those situations like this. Y'all team is lethal. Like I'm just so excited to see what else y'all do.
Thank you. I think just to say to sum it up in a nutshell, it was Megan's birthday, and if it was your birthday, what would you do?
She had to work on her birthday. Yeah, because we did notice something like the energy was off. I wasn't agreeing with almost any of the scores, like for the most part. I was like, "What's going on? Like, what are y'all looking at? Are we watching the same show?"
It didn't feel like it for me either. The judges was
all over the place,
clearly not paying attention. I'll say that because they missed a lot. There's a lot of things in this episode that they were like, it wasn't there, and I was like, I seen like 3 times, but it's fine. It's fine. But again, y'all did great. I did, and the poll was over. That was a good little start. And then Mugler was after that, and they were assigned Sloth. So tell us, was that shade? Did Gia really want to shade them, or was that just the way it felt?
I mean, I'm not saying shade because I'll be honest. I mean, she's the one who presented them, but we all kind of collectively sat down and thought about it. It wasn't to be shady. We just know that they were. I don't want to say we're all competition, but I don't want to say competition like that. But we knew that they're a strong house, so Sloth would be challenging for them. So we wanted to challenge them.
Okay, and I thought they did really well with what the challenge. Like, if you ask me, they did that because I would have never thought that's what Sloth was going to give. And when that strobe light started hitting it, everybody went back. I was like, okay.
I gagged. Yeah, they did that. No shame.
They did. And so I do agree with the outfits a little bit, but to me, that's not their fault. So I wouldn't have really dinged them on him continuously fixing his clothes, even though he could have just said, fuck fixing my clothes and just not fixed it at all and let it be however it was.
Yeah,
because I feel like that's what it was going to do. Because, I mean, it was noticeable. It was like 3 or 4 times that he fixed his clothes. So I agree with it was a little distracting. But I still feel like their scores were extremely low.
Yeah.
Across the board. Like,
yeah.
There was no way they deserved
a 38.
Yeah. Like 6s and stuff. I was like, what? Where? What was y'all watching? So I didn't get it. Once again, the judges. I don't know.
I think when it came to wardrobe, the difference between first season and this season, first season they had like a little touch of ballroom costume designers inside working with them, and this time, with us being in LA, Hollywood, they went the approach of using their own like sources of wardrobe, and dealing with you have like 10 houses, now you're down to probably 8 houses, which is like 40 people. They're all having to sew for, like, there were times where you have to wait on your look, or just be patient with the process of what was going on until it got down to the top things, but yeah, it was just that was just the only thing with wardrobe, I would say. But it wasn't his fault. He looked bad, but it was just, everyone should just take into consideration there was like over 40 some people that like a team of 10 had to sell.
Yeah.
So I have a question. So like when you guys, after you guys get fitted for like your costumes and your outfits and everything, how many times do you guys get to practice in them?
We don't.
Right.
So what will happen is maybe one member might get to like do like a camera block, which is like, catching all angles of the camera and the lighting, just to make sure like that light fits for the look of the color of the outfit. But once you arrive to stage 2, you get your things. You better go ahead and practice while you can. See if you can move in shape. They might give you a gussie.
Maybe they'll be sewing you in right before you're on stage. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I had got actually on this episode, I had got a fresh pair of heels because I was actually supposed to be walking in like these platform whatevers, but they had just grabbed something from the back, so they were brand new. So I'm tipping like, bitch, don't pull a Shannon, so I had to get
that don't pull the Shannon. I mean, it was cute though. I mean, again, the judges was off because they would have got a 9 from me at least, because it was cute. It was over. Before we move to the next house, I want to remind the people that if you are in the DFW area and you need HIV or syphilis testing, give us a call at 214-393-3700. Yes, you can also access PrEP as well. And yes. So after that was Icon. And they had Envy. I don't have no words. Y'all can start.
I gave him a 5.
I don't have no words.
Yeah, it was just, I wrote, it was kind of all over the place to me. The flips, they weren't doing it. I think at one point there was an attempt at a cartwheel. But have you ever seen like a kid do a cartwheel? It was like that kind of and that's what I wrote. That's all I had.
Y'all were there. How did y'all feel sitting backstage?
First and foremost, it's no shade. And you know, we didn't even do no guidelines of this session or whatever.
Right.
So, but I'm going to use the rule of ratchetness. I feel free to use it. So, boom. At the end of the day, the icons was my girls on that show. At the end of the day, those was like, outside of my girls that I already knew, those was the realest. They kept it real to who they were, true to what they were. If they wanted to do something, that's what they were going to do. So, we kind of wanted envy, but they got it. They got the Mean Girls, and so when we heard the concept of them doing Mean Girls, I was like, this thing, they about to turn it because I love Regina George. And when I saw it, it gave very kind of episode 3 Tinseltown. It's like, Jamil, you still just like and through, and it's like, no shade, y'all are an underdog house like us, bitch. Y'all should be carrying on. It's like Mean Girls, bitch, slap that bitch like you don't like her. It's envy, like, but you know, that's my point of view. And there was a lot of time wasted in practicing this thing for you giving that.
No shade. I feel like it was like it was their worst performance in my opinion.
So, Dro, let me ask you, and let me ask you, Gillette. If y'all are on the panel, what was your scores for them?
It would be a strong 4.
Not a strong 4.
You know what? Just because they my girls and like I got what they were going with and what they were going, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. And then you give them a half, but I'm legendary. I can do that. I'm gonna give them a half.
The half. I mean, the thing was the concept was okay. Like let's see this, but then
the concept was great. I got the concept.
The concept was good. It wasn't strong.
Yeah, the choreo. It just nothing was. It didn't look like as a house. It looked like solos.
It everybody was doing their own thing. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
It was just too disjointed.
AJ, what was your code?
A 5. A strong 5. Ziggy had beautiful spin.
A beautiful what?
Beautiful spin.
Nice gowns. Very nice gowns.
No shade for real though. Ziggy had, that's what I wrote down though. Ziggy had good spins. I thought that was nice. Their storyline was nice. It was a lot happening, but
what was their final score? 33?
A 33.
Yes, 33.
Okay.
Now
I'm about to leave.
Now, be fair. I know I love Ziggy down, but baby, them spins now. Them spins was not clean.
What spins?
Baby, I know. Wait a minute, Gillette. I know you saw him in the center of the floor with that hair whipping around.
And
I actually did write sloppy spins.
I'm very aware that this is being recorded. I know this is going to be aired, and I love Ziggy to my heart. Like,
damn.
But there was no spins. Like, our whole focus was making sure that we had a head-to-toe openness and some spins were happening. Whatever else was going on in the performance, whatever. But we didn't see any spins.
I didn't. They weren't there.
What about that House of
Milan? House of Milan, right? House of Milan was greed.
I know that they both turned their cameras off. No Sade.
I'm gonna be honest.
The next house was who?
So I just want before we I just want to know. I mean,
you crying,
did it give you greed or did it not?
It gave me
I will say this.
Pride.
It gave you what?
Pride,
pride, greed, envy, all 7 cents to me.
Yeah.
I feel like if they wanted to focus more on like greed, what she could have done after, like, snatching all the jewelry. She could have had like a hoard of jewelry, like, like kind of like Donkey Kong hoards bananas, like, make it like obvious, like, I don't know.
Donkey Kong.
Now,
the first thing I thought of.
So on production, if you're gonna ask for props, they have to be used. And Miss Thing, we saw them cats for a while, and we like, Miss Thing, who using these cats, and what you gonna do with these cats, and how you gonna move these cats? Because they told us if you're gonna use these props, you gotta do something. Miss Thing, like, what was y'all doing with them cats? Like,
what?
Like the cat's the throne, like.
It wasn't sat there.
I wrote two things down. I said Jocelyn and Jocelyn's look. That was it.
Jocelyn was fat.
She was. The look was over. The look was definitely, that box was checked.
It was the energy for me too. It wasn't.
The thing was, I liked the performance. It's like I didn't dislike it per se. It didn't scream greed to me. Like, yeah, she walked up, snatched a few chains, but it didn't scream like this was the sin that we were assigned.
Their performance to me gave, I gotta highlight every woman. And what you have to understand with being in a competition, yes, judges are gonna give you critiques and they're gonna tell you what they think you should do and this and the third, but you know your true self. You know what you can do, you know your talent and what you should give. So I think that might have caused a conflict within the house where everybody felt like, I need to be seen, I need this and I need that. Once you need to understand as a house and as a family, you are a conjoined unit and you can't move just with one person. So it gave a discombobulation or a disconnect of like, where y'all all should have been coming together, giving this thing, I need, versus her just sitting in the chair, just looking like she's locked up.
So judges, what were your scores? Dro, we'll start with you.
We starting on the.
I'm gonna be a little shady, just a little bit, because one of the members in the back said that the Butch Queens in my house looked regular with our makeup. So since their performance was regular, I'm gonna give them a strong 4.
4?
Okay. Mother.
Well, I'm gonna give it a strong 6, and that 6 is off of Jocelyn. Jocelyn was sitting for me. She kind of took up a lot of time with my makeup artist, so yeah, I had to wait in the back. But no, Jocelyn. Overall, like I say, they did a good job. I just lose the disconnect and understand the competition and understand, like, you are a family. You came on here as a family. No one is Beyonce. Destiny Child had to be Beyonce, but I love you. But yeah, just a 6.
Okay. Yeah.
AJ, what was your score?
Because of Jocelyn, a 7.
I gave it a 7 too.
I gave it, and because of how Malik performed in the previous episode, that's what else. Because I was looking at Malik as well. So Jocelyn and Malik.
I thought his spin was cute. I think it wasn't highlighted, but it was cute.
Okay, now be fair.
It was.
I love Malik too because he's so sweet, but no shade.
He felt that.
And just because he's a dancer, his spin, it was clean, but the ending was a little underwhelming because I thought he was going to do more with the spin. That's just me personally, but it was a decent spin.
Okay. So next up, Garçons, and they had Vanity.
Yep.
They had Pride.
Oh, Pride.
Same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
I love their entrance.
Stasha's entrance was everything.
I love their entrance.
I liked it.
And their outfits were really nice with her face on it too.
Okay. It was definitely prideful. They had Stasha's face all over.
Yes, I got the concept. I saw some spins.
Oh,
oh, hey Tonka.
I saw like individual spins. There was no like spin section or nothing. But I thought it was overall it was cute. I like the looks.
I love their looks. Excuse me. Well, okay. I loved their looks. I don't recall any spins, and I'm really not trying to be shady. I literally just watched the episode. I really don't remember like a highlighted moment of any spins. And you guys said individual. I don't remember seeing that either. But yes, Sasha looked over.
I saw some turns.
We got Tonka in the room.
Turds.
Okay, so first and foremost, shout out to my motherfucking sister Tonka. I love her.
Right.
Yes, and I love Tonka.
We love Tonka over here.
Love Tonka.
Tonka said, "Blame it on production."
Me and Tonka come from the same neck of the woods. I don't think everyone. So when it came to their production, it was a little ABC, but it was an underlining message, and I don't think everyone got the message of what their pride was. Because when you look at their colors was a trans flag, and it was really representing Sasha. So that's why when I saw it at first, in the back, I was giving a little shade, but I'm like, no shade. I get it, and it's giving pride. It's representing the trans flag. It's representing Sasha is a woman of trans experience. So this is their mother. I get it. Wasn't no spins. Get it. But I didn't like her picture on there. If you're going to be prideful, go put your kids on there.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. So Paris, welcome back. Hey, girl.
Walking through the airport.
Okay. But I mean, overall, it was cute.
So what's cool?
With the slip up and all.
I gave them an 8.
Yeah.
Who we talking about? The garçons?
Yeah, the garçons. How are you feeling now that you back with us?
Is that my favorite?
Yes, the garçon.
You talking about the garçons?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I got on to what Mother was saying when I had first entered, I agree. I feel like it's the Sasha show and it should be the Garcon show. I don't feel that this episode coming from a shade to the icon. But definitely I feel like this is when the stores start doing some dumb shit. Like, girl, what? How did y'all get them that? And y'all had the Tisci and Oricci come out here and fuck it up. Are y'all like what? For real. That's my two. That's making me sense.
Tonka said he was over the train.
That's what he owed.
Since we're freely to speak, I didn't like how, or maybe I statement, I didn't like how I was seeing how Tonka was treated. There should have been plenty of times Tonka should have been highlighted. There should have been plenty of times that Tonka should have been, bitch, I'm Tonka. Like, I'm here. I'm big and I'm in charge. And it felt like there was like times where Tonka just had to like take the back burner. And I didn't like that. But it wasn't my house, wasn't my thing for doing. But I just didn't like that.
I agree. I definitely think it should have been highlighted a lot more, not just like you said on the back burner, because it's Tonka. Hello.
I love me some Tonka.
Me too.
You want to know what that too?
He pumps down the runway. I wanted to see that. Give him a moment to really pump up and down that runway. Hello.
Right, and the thing about it is, being on season one, like having a group of individuals where everybody is kind of on the same level as far as catching on the choreography, memorization, and stuff like that. Having Shaw on our team who was not equipped in that shape and form, it kind of remind me of like how they doing Tonka. Like I would always tell them, no, push Shaw to the limit. We're not just about to put him on the little side, give him a break. We need to build him up. Like this is what I feel like that's the purpose of the show. So the fact that they keep downplaying Tonka. It is like, girl, what the fuck y'all doing? That's the key to y'all, succeeding. It's still a competition if y'all really don't realize it. Like this, y'all, Sasha's who she is already. Why are we not highlighting other people? Like, bitch, I got Milan. That you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, it's so many people in their house that really could have been celebrated in the episode, and they took the route that is gonna ultimately get them. It's just.
I agree with that. They still my faves though. Just so y'all know. So everybody else know. Next this was the last house in this category was a Balenciaga.
The Balencies.
With Gluttony.
Let me start because I'm about to go to my phone.
Why do you do it?
Let me start this one. Good. Calm down. First and foremost, here go another one that I feel a type of way. Like, if y'all gonna be hard on the Muglers, y'all gonna be hard on the motherfucking Tisci, if y'all gonna be hard on the Oricci, why is it that y'all allow mediocrity these blessings? It's no shade. Shannon, that shit look like a costume, bitch. Are y'all serious? And y'all went in for it. Then the spinning element, girl, they was twirling her around in the circle. What was creative about that? I mean, like, at this point, you can already tell it's favoritism because it's like, girl, really, the Balenciagas have not done anything. They had just like, oh yeah, they eating it. Bitch, these houses have put on production after production after production, and they have not just gotten their just due for it. I don't give a fuck. I'm not happy with the way that they judging these houses. I'm not satisfied with how they just praise House of Balenciaga for that fuck shit that they put out there on that stage and called it motherfucking over. Bitch, girl. Give me the next episode, please, where they actually did fair. No shit.
Well,
there's not much more to say after that. It really is there, huh?
Not really. Like you, yeah.
You said it all. Like
I thought that their choreography was festive. I think if you want to be, I think if you really like want to be fair, and if you want to really like judge like ballroom, this thing they should have gotten a lower score for Jupiter's shoes falling off and him performing.
I said the same thing
with no shoes. Yeah, but like Zapira said, you just blame it on production.
I'm gonna be on some real ballroom, some real ballroom ish. Dro, you tried to clean it up real cute. You know that's cute, but at the end of the day, I'm a legend and I can do this and say this. So here we go. At the end of the day, if your wig comes off, if you fall the wrong way, if your shoe come off, if there's a malfunction, if the choreography is off, if anything is off in ballroom and you're being judged and it's for a coin, you're packed. So the first episode, Shannon, you know you're my good Judy, you're my girlfriend. Boobla boobla, I'm on this gun queen, love you down. But girl, you fell, Miss Thing, and this is for 100K. None of my girls fell. None of the Tiscis fell. None of the girls fell. You fell. And the girls graced that. Your son's shoe came off, and then he took his shoe off this thing and got back into the routine. Girl, like, what happened? Now, let one of my children had did that, would have got a 3. Because we're a new house. Let me shut up. Yeah.
Right though, you telling the truth. You are telling the truth.
And of course, what was y'all scores?
Ooh.
I gave a nice 8. A 5 is a Paris.
Oh.
Overall, because they're still in the competition, I'm gonna give it a 6. But if they, since the fall, I didn't see them in the competition because of the fall. They was out.
So it was a child
to give. But it was a great performance. I wish that it was a head to toe openness look. I wish it was a better spin. The choreography was getting there and giving what it was given, but it just sick.
It was a lot of movement.
Yeah, it definitely was a lot of movement. And I'm
Namani said chaotic choreography.
Yeah, that's what she said, y'all. Be quiet. I am going to be fair, and also since I didn't feel Shannon was in head to toe openness, and the shoes, I'm gonna give it I'm gonna have to give it a 5.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they ended up with a 49, so that's generous.
It's generous. They ended up with superior.
That was
we ain't got there yet. We ain't got there yet because I don't even want to talk about that yet. I don't want to talk about that yet.
Okay, my bad.
We don't want to talk about that yet because we have one more category. Because I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that either, but we ain't got there yet. So then we had male figure All-American Runway with a twist. So we had to walk. I knew we was gonna get there. So we had to walk All-American Runway in heels and then catwalk battle. So Dro, you first.
I don't understand, like,
it was production.
Yeah, blame it on production. I don't understand. Production. And you know what? I feel like in the way that I watched it, I'm like, and they always say it's no setup and it's the judges and blah blah blah. No, y'all set this up because y'all knew me and Diego was about to tear all y'all asses up with that catwalk, so y'all wanted to chop us for the All-American. I don't think that. I mean, me personally, y'all can tell me how y'all feel, but I don't think I was not walking. I wasn't walking European. I didn't feel like I was switching my hips. I thought it was a pretty butch walk. So I don't know. Me personally, I don't think I should have got 3 chops. 2 or 1. Especially for what came after me. I feel like, you know, Jamil,
So me being a runway walker, honestly, only person that should have been chopped was Oz. Everyone did an excellent job because at the end of the day, All-American Runway, you're not supposed to walk in heels, you're walking in a flat shoe. So the essence of you walking in a heel should have been graced enough, bitch. You're walking All-American in a heel, so let them through. Oz, your ankles was broken. But everyone else did a great job. Dro should have got through because when I was watching backstage, I was like, you know, I was commending them. Like,
I thought it was. Yeah, I didn't think you deserved to be chopped.
And it was my first time, so I was like, I got to do this right. Like, I was working nonstop, and I'm like, y'all chopped me 1, Megan 1, somebody else, Normani 2, then Law 3, bitch. What are y'all looking at? What is happening? And then at that point, I was like, girl, anything gonna happen at this point.
I wanted to see you compete. I wanted to see you battle for the second round, so I was a little disappointed that I didn't.
And then they used my catwalk. I was so mad. I said, y'all chop me and then use my goddamn catwalk. All right.
The disrespect.
So rude.
I'm gonna tell y'all. Yeah, listen, Joe is my baby. I love Joe. Thank him so much. So, for one, I want to give a shout out to production because the category was cute. No shade. That was a little cute little twist. The way that the camera caught you, I will say that you've been a natural dancer. It was more obvious that, you know, your natural twist was there. It wasn't like extreme, of course, like you're giving your opinion, but it was definitely, you know, very poised. You know what I'm saying? Because you're a dancer, so it's to be, and you was in here. So to me, it was harder for you to butcher it up because you are a dancer. So you put some heels on you, and it's gonna be a natural, you know what I'm saying, essence to it. So if anything, I feel like they chopped you because but they knew, they did know. But I feel like it would have came down to you and Omar, no shade, for final battle. Had you got to, I would do that hands down. but the category was very. I appreciate it. It was very cute. It was different, and I'm pretty sure y'all had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, the category was cute. I thought it was a good little. What they were trying to say, like, I don't know, because I'm like with the Sins Ball, you had to be Butch, then you had to be film. I was like, what's y'all trying to give with this category?
I think the whole overall of the production and the whole is bringing gender equality. I mean, I'm not trying to spoil anything, but there is some like gender switching and gender things that's going to be happening later on. So I think it's just trying to shine a little light on that community.
Okay. Well, at the end of it, talk.
Ass bouncing everywhere.
It's soccer for me.
So the only ones that made it through were Savion, Omari, and what's Icon father's name? Jamil. So Jamal.
While we talking about that real quick, let me. I gotta say something. I gotta get off my shit. Baby, that man is getting too much light. Not to dim his light, but it's another one of the situations like when it just opens their mouth about him. I'm like, girl, what is it that y'all are just overly living about? But each his own. You know, it is what it is.
I mean, I semi-agree. So he battled Savion first, and he made it through. Jamil beat Savion. I didn't agree. I personally didn't agree with it. And then Omari came through and fucked it up, regardless. So it didn't matter anyway, because he really did. He let that girl.
As soon as he stepped foot, it was over.
He really did.
I have to go back. I have to go back to the first battle, Jamil and Savion. I think honestly, it's preference, and it could have went either way because both of them they both had a good catwalk in my opinion.
Well, I just feel like it was the same catwalk he had been doing for 3 episodes.
Well, I was on the Maury ass all 4 of them days, practicing with that Runway, and you're going to be staying them heels, catwalking this thing, because the way this production is going, we don't really know. So, yeah, Oricci stay.
That was a good call. Good call.
Okay. No. But I mean, did that. So after that, Omari won. Y'all got 10 points added to y'all's final score. And y'all was in what, 3rd or 4th?
We was in 3rd place.
Yeah. So top 2 was Garçon and Balenciaga. How'd y'all feel about that? I thought they should have battled. I don't care what anybody say. They should have battled for that.
Yeah, instead of having Normani pick, I would prefer to see it. It would have been better for the audience.
That would have been something new for the season. That would have been cute.
They should have battled for that.
Your house.
Because for me, I wouldn't have been able to pick either one because I feel like I did kind of like the Balenciaga's performance a little bit, like the energy of it. But I'm like, but they got chopped on the second category. So it was kind of like the Garçons at least got through. So that's how I felt. So it was just kind of like, okay, I thought they should have had it just based off the fact that y'all didn't even make it through the second category. But
I agree with
you. But I mean, that's just me. I don't know what she judged that win off of though, because I was confused. And then bottom 2. Was
Icon in Milan?
Yes, that. Them. Yeah. And so it was it Kylie and
Marlene?
That was the name. How'd y'all feel about the battle? The camera was a little bit better than the last battle as far as watching.
It was.
Kylie carried the queen.
Oh, she definitely did.
She really did.
No shade, Kylie did on her.
She did.
That girl ain't even sick.
I mean, so overall, this episode, I don't know. I feel like it was missing something, and I think it was the judges.
I told you it was Megan's birthday. What would you do?
I mean, but do y'all agree that those would have been the top two, or I guess the top two, bottom two? How would y'all have put everybody?
Honestly, it would have been the Oricci. I mean, it would have been the Tisci, the Oriccis, the Muglers. Yeah.
I agree with the legend.
I agree too.
I also agree. Tisci's, Oricci's, Muglers. I would probably have put Balenciaga fourth, and then Garcon would have been fifth.
There we go, Dro.
Okay. So the bottom two would have been the same.
Correct.
Yeah.
I agree with that. I definitely feel like they were the bottom two. I kind of
listen, everybody that's watching, I don't want anyone to take this as shade, anything like this is a competition. We're just reviewing the show and how we give what to give. But at the end of the day, you have to realize like it's a competition and you had hours and days of time to practice, and this is your time to use your creativity and come up with whatever you wanted to. So whatever you presented to the world and what you gave is what is now being critiqued, and it's not shade.
I agree.
It's true.
The legend has spoken. All right, everybody. We are coming to a close. Y'all have any final thoughts on this episode? Moving to next week.
No shade to nobody, but Dro, when you can, tell Simone I said hey. We from the same hometown, so tell my girl I said hey.
Oh, I'll definitely tell her. I'm gonna talk to her tonight, so I'll tell her you say hello.
Thank you.
No problem.
I just want to say that I'm not mad.
We love you, Tonka. We love you. We don't hate the Garcons.
Now, sister, hold up. You don't hate no Garcons, honey. You know who I'm gunning for.
That you know who.
Now, you know I love y'all down, and you know I love you actually because I didn't like you. You know, but yeah.
No,
well, I just want to say that I'm not mad at my man no more because I realized why you was ignoring me. Because you know you was on television doing your purpose. Again, I want to say it's been a privilege and an honor to meet the legend. I love your spirit. I love your energy, and I look forward to what else y'all are going to bring on the motherfucking show because y'all have been turning it for me. I just want to say to the both of you guys, welcome to the legendary cam. Get ready for endless of conversations about legendary. I'm telling you, there's gonna always be somebody going to, even when you least expect it, you'll be like, damn, I forgot I was on the show for a little minute. But yes, I look forward to what both of y'all houses are going to bring to this show for the rest of the season. It's y'all for me.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I can't wait till next week.
Well, next
week's episode is going to be really, really great. That's all I'm going to say.
Yes, baby.
It looked like
Taraji's hosting.
It's Taraji hosting. It's nobody's birthday. So the judges
just about to say, is this anybody's birthday coming up?
No, the judges will be on point. But we're definitely giving everyone a show-stopping entertainment. Like you will be like, bitch, I don't know who to go for. Everybody did a great job.
I'm excited for that.
Also, I know we're closing out. Make sure everyone, y'all, please utilize these services. I know y'all see the thing going down at the bottom. UBE. I work for an agency as well here in New Jersey, so I know the importance of making sure that you get your services. Make sure you get all your services. I'm not saying the services you need, but you know the services you need. Make sure you get out there and get your things, okay? Link with these people at the top. Yes, get your things.
So what part of Jersey?
Jersey City.
Okay.
Jersey City. So if y'all in Jersey City, hit her up. She know where to go. But if you in Dallas, call 214-393-3700. We're going to get you tested. We're going to know your status. And if you need PrEP, we're going to get you that too. And if you don't know what PrEP is a pill that HIV negative people take daily to ensure that they remain that way. Okay, just to protect yourself from what is out in these streets. Because we be out there. Oh, don't believe it. Don't do it. So y'all, it was a great episode. Thank y'all for joining us. We will have y'all back soon, I'm sure, because y'all ain't going nowhere. It don't seem like either one of y'all houses going nowhere. So we're gonna be here. Y'all have a great night, and we'll talk to y'all soon.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
Bye. Thank you for me. Bye, everybody. It's birthday, y'all.
Hey.